watching TV9 News and I'm Prajwal D'Souza. CM Pinrayi Vijayan led CPIM LDF alliance has finally broken the anti-incumbency curse in Kerala. The trends, as we recorded this video, suggest a return for the LDF in God's own country. But what were the factors that sealed the deal for LDF and CM Vijayan? Was it his handling of the COVID-19 pandemic, the 2018 Kerala floods and the Nipah virus? How did Kerala gold scandal affect the LDF's voter base? How will the loss impact the UDF and the Congress at both the state and the national level as Congress leader Rahul Gandhi moved his base from UP to Kerala's Wayanad? I spoke to Professor Dr. Suresh R, HOD of the Political Science Department of University of Kerala. Here is what he had to say. Well, from the current trends which we are seeing, it looks like LDF is returning back to power in the state of Kerala. So now that LDF has actually, broken the anti-incumbency factor, how does this matter for Chief Minister Pinrayi Vijayan?
See, actually, the trend which shows now that clearly depicts that Pinrayi Vijayan's leadership quality is well visible. And that too, he had taken several corrective measures after the failure in 2019 Lok Sabha election. So I think that people have quite satisfied with what are the things that he had done after the failure in 2019 election, and now it has become accepted by the Kerala society, I think.
Professor, do you think how Pinrayi Vijayan handled COVID-19, be it the 2018 Kerala floods, and how he handled Nipah outbreak in the state, contributed to his victory?
Yeah, absolutely. That is especially this natural disasters and the pandemic has, in fact, he had turned that challenge into an opportunity by looking after the people, especially the poor people. The issue, there is a major thing which is discussing in the Kerala society is mainly about the distribution of the kit to the poor.
Exactly.
Kit in the sense that food kits.
Yes, so, the ration kit.
That has been distributed to all sections of the society. And of course, that shows the concern which the authorities have extended to the people. And that, of course, has an impact on the election outcome also. This shows that how a leader can change a challenge into an opportunity.
Yes, true, Professor. Now, how will the election results be viewed by the BJP and the NDA? The trend suggests that they might retain their previous seat and maybe win another one. So that is also not clear. So how do you think this will be viewed by the BJP leadership in the state and also in Delhi?
No, for BJP, BJP, as you said, that they may get maybe 3 or 4 seats. I'm not sure about that because in Kerala, nearly 30 seats, the winning majority is less than 1,000 odd. So this time I think that only 4 rounds of counting has taken place.
Yes.
Only by evening we would know the clear picture. But general trend shows that they may win 3 seats at least. But one thing which is very clear is that this time they were able to provide an alternative, or they have the society has accepted them as a third front. So that is a major achievement of the BJP, I think.
Yes.
So and they are visible in all the 140.
Yes. True, Professor. True. Now, what went wrong for the UDF and the Congress? They haven't been able to make much of an impact since for the Chief Minister Oommen Chandy's term. Nothing significant is being achieved by the UDF and the Congress. Also, one thing to note here is that Congress leader Rahul Gandhi has changed his bastion from UP to Wayanad in Kerala, but still no major impact was seen on the ground. So, what do you think went wrong for the UDF and the Congress?
See, Congress, the basic thing is that they will only change the faces, not the content. See, actually, they should provide an alternative to the alternative policy to the present government. That they were not able to do. Only all the time, I think that 95% of their time they have devoted to criticize the government. No, once you criticize. Of course, criticism is one of the important factor in democracy, but at the same time, you should also provide an alternative policy, I think. So that in that context, they have failed. That is one. And second factor is that the Congress is just like a pressure group. Like it is not their organizational setup is very weak. Even party elections and that periodic election that were not happening. And now somebody will be appointed as president and secretary at the district level as well as at the state level from the high command. So that person may not be acceptable to the people. If the leader emerged from the society or emerged from the party workers, he would be more acceptable. So that is a major failure of the UDF, I think.
True, true. Now, coming a little back to the LDF, the gold smuggling scandal has actually dragged in the chief minister as well. So, what do you think went there? Do you think that had no major impact on the people, or was there any sort of political advances achieved by the LDF because of that?
No, that again, of course, in the beginning, the principal secretary to the CM was arrested, and all this kind of thing had created a lot of media attention. And also in the people's circle, the issues were discussed. But there was no follow-up. Like the agencies were failed to connect with the political leadership. So that was a major. I don't think that whether they have enough substance in that. Maybe because of that, or maybe because of some other factors, they were unable to connect it to the political leadership. Of course, it was even now it pertained to the permanent executive or civil service level only executives.
True, true. Now, Professor, you teach political science in the University of Kerala. Now, briefly, what do you think drives the polity in Kerala?
No, see, Kerala is, of course, we talk about Kerala model of development, many things, but at the same time, when it comes to the political level, Kerala is still a traditional society where caste, religion, and all regional factors, all this plays a major role. See, even in if you look into the selection of the candidates of any political party, any front, whether it is LDF, UDF, or NDA, they look into the caste of that particular or the constituency and which social group is dominant. Based on that, they select the candidate. Absolutely. So that there is no exception to any of this ideology or anything. But there they look from the angle of the social structure of the constituency, and based on that, a candidate will be selected.
True, true.
That is number one. Then religion, of course, the minorities are also spread to many areas, and that also have some impact in that. And there is no consolidation among the majority community. That is also well visible in the Kerala. And when it comes to the regions, of course, we can find the coastal region, where 25% of the populations are concentrated in the coastal region, and 10% is in the hilly region. And in between, of course, there are different types of people in the middle land. So there, of course, region-wise, and the coastal area, mostly it is fishing community, and in the hilly region, it is all plantation sector and plantation workers. And in the middle in the middle part, it is all civil servants and educated, unemployed people, and many groups within the society. Of course, it is a heterogeneous group, like in all terms, whether it is in terms of social structure or it is in terms of economic criteria or in terms of the geographical factors. So all this have its own impact in the election outcome and also in the polity of Kerala.
If you like this content, do give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to TV9 News on all the social media platforms. Thank you for watching, and stay safe.